Okay, so good morning ulit. Today continue natin yung discussion para masagutan niyo na yung prob set na iba. Okay. Um, yeah. Yesterday, we discussed about the magnetic force and magnetic torque. Tama ba? On a loop. And nakita natin na yun nga, similar yung forms nung sa magnetic torque, magnetic force, magnetic dipole moment dun sa electric dipole and electric torque, right? And we also learned na magnetic force for our closed loop, laging zero. Okay? Magnetic force on a loop, on a closed loop, by an external magnetic field is always zero. Okay? So today, let's talk about paano naman hanapin yung magnetic field. So before, mga magnetic force yung nawawala, nanap natin yung force. So meron tayong QV cross B, IL cross B. But now, what if magnetic field naman yung nawawala? Okay? So suppose we have a charge moving with the velocity V. So the question, yung source natin, source point, that's the location of the moving charge at a given instant. Okay? And field point, I think naalala niyo pa naman sana to from your electricity. Field point is the point where, or the location in space where we want to find the field. Okay. So the question is, what is the magnetic field at point P due to the moving charge Q? Okay. So there's an empirical formula actually, and that is the Biot-Savart law, and this is the Biot-Savart law. Okay. So let's dissect this equation. So Biot-Savart law is actually almost similar sa electric field. May electric field natin, ano ulit siya? Siya ay KQ over R squared, or QR hat, tapos yung K is yung 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught, right? Tapos may R squared ka. Okay? So yan yung electric field natin. So we can actually see some similarities. So may 4 pi ka pa rin sa baba, may R squared, so inverse square law pa rin siya. Right? Yan, so may R squared, ayan ba? R squared ka rin dito. The difference is that yung epsilon naught, yung permittivity of free space nasa baba, yung mu naught ng Biot-Savart law, yung permeability naman ng free space nasa taas. Okay. Although meron ka pa rin ng Q, and then we will see na may something dito sa V cross R hat as compared kung R hat lang. Okay. So here, yung R hat, siya yung unit vector pointing from the source to field. So again, the R hat is the direction from the source to field. Okay? So ito yun, from the source to field. Ito lagi yung R hat. From the source to the field. Okay? So yun yung tatandaan nyo. Or, mathematically, you can also do yung this one, yung R hat equals the vector R over R. Okay, so it's a unit vector, so that's why we divide it by the magnitude R. Okay? Tapos, mu naught, sabi natin, yan yung permeability of free space. Equal naman siya sa 4 pi times 10 to the minus 7. Okay? So, yan. So, yung permeability of free space. So, yung epsilon naught, permittivity, meaning it permits or it allows the flow of charges, right? Yung permeability naman, it permeates, allows the permeation of field lines across the region in free space. So, kaya permeable and permittive. Okay. So, yun yung some key differences. For the magnitude, kunin lang natin yung magnitude form nung QV cross R hat, so it's just QV sine phi, where phi is always the angle between the vectors that you are taking the cross product to. So, yun yung angle dapat between the V, itong V, saka R hat. So, yung phi natin, actually, ito yan. Ito yung phi. Ito yung angle phi. Okay? Direction, use right hand rule. So, V cross R hat. So, mag-right hand rule tayo dito. V cross R hat. And then, we'll see na in this case, out of the page, yung direction ng magnetic field. Again, kung negative naman yung charge Q, kung negative to, then flip lang yung direction. Okay? So, sa magnetism, always na nag-a-apply yung pag-flip, pag-reverse ng right-hand rule whenever there's a negative charge. Okay? Kahit ano pa hinahanap mo, magnetic force, magnetic field, etc., laging mag-flip pag nag-cross product. Okay? Kahit torque, di ba? Kahit magnetic torque. Okay? So, yun lang yung tatandaan nyo dito. Always, sa magnetism, pag may negative charge, again, negative charge, flip yung right-hand rule. Okay? So, let's compare yung electric field. So, Coulomb's law, ito yung makukuha mo yung electric field. So, makikita natin na parallel lagi yung electric field lines sa R hat. R hat direction. So, E points either radially outward or inward. Okay? That's why, if meron kang charge, magtuthrow ka ng electric field, lagi siyang radially outwards or inwards, right? Tapos alam mo na yan din yung R hat mo. Okay? So, parallel sila. Parallel yung E sa R hat. So, ito yung R hat, ito yung E. Right? In the case of Biot-Savart law, sa magnetic field, iba naman. B is always perpendicular to the radial direction. Okay? So, in this case, suppose we have a magnet. Suppose we have a magnet, right? Yung magnetic field lines niya, di ba, goes from north to south. So, ito yung north, ito yung south. So, goes from north to south. So, gaganyan siya. Right? Tapos, yung radial vector ng magnet, makikita mo, ganito naman. Let's use another color. Ito. Yung radial vector ng magnet, ganito naman, di ba? So, green. Yung green. So, you will see that the radial vector is always, or the magnetic field is always perpendicular to the magnetic field. So, lagi silang perpendicular at any point, di ba? So, yan naman yung consequence ng cross product. So, again, kung may cross product ka, yung 3 vectors, yung dalawang vector plus yung resultant vector, lahat sila mutually perpendicular. Okay? So, yan yung difference ng Coulomb's law saka Biot-Savart law. Okay. Yan. So, mutually perpendicular yung V sa R hat saka sa magnetic field. Okay? So, let's see, for a moving point charge, so here we have a point charge with a velocity V. Okay? If kunin natin yung field point dito, so say this is your point P, field point. Again, yung using Biot-Savart law, using your Biot-Savart law, so ito yung V to the right, tas ito yung R hat. Again, R hat is source to field. So if you do a right-hand rule here, V cross R hat, you will see that your thumb will point out of the page, which is this. Okay? So that is your magnetic field. Okay? So, right-hand rule sa dalawang vectors, yung resultant will be the direction of the vector at that point P. Okay? So, pwede kayong mag-right hand rule dito, tapos i-move nyo yung hand nyo papunta dito, and you will see na outwards yung direction ng magnetic field. Okay? So, what if andito naman yung point? Okay? If nandito naman yung point P sa baba, it's darker color. Yan. So, nandito naman yung point P, ano naman mangyayari? Ito yung R hat, right? Source to field. Again, yung velocity is still to the right. So, when you right-hand rule, V cross R hat, then the resultant magnetic field will be downwards naman in this point, at this point. Okay? Now, kapag naman yung point P mo along the line kung saan nagmo-move yung charge, pag nandito, so suppose nandito, ano ngayon yung R hat? R hat will now point from source to field, and you will see that R hat is parallel to V, or actually anti-parallel. Okay? Kung nandito ka, parallel siya. Pag nandito, anti-parallel. So, if you take the cross product of two parallel or anti-parallel vectors, makukuha mo 0. That's why magnetic field along this line is 0. Okay? So, the consequence, so actually yun, pwede kayong mag-practice ng right-hand rule, kunin yung mga points dito, kunin yung mga magnetic field at any point, yan, dyan, etc. And then you will see that magnetic field lines circle around the charge. Okay? Kasi sa taas ng charge to the right, sa baba na sa gilid ng charge pababa, kapag dito sa baba ng charge, nagkuha ka sa may baba ng charge, magiging to the left naman siya. Tapos sa likod ng charge, magiging upwards naman. So, mag-circle around yung magnetic field lines. Around the moving charge. Okay? So, the direction of the field lines can be visualized using the right-hand screw rule. So, yung right-hand screw rule naman, para lang siyang right hand, a difference lang is, you will point your thumb on the vector V, yung kung saan yung direction of motion, and you will point your thumb here, and then pag nag-curl or nag-screw yung fingers mo, yung 4 fingers, yun yung direction na ite-trace ng magnetic field lines, which is pag ganun. Okay? So you can try it out. Okay? Question so far? Question? Okay? Na naman. Now, there can be hindi naman multiple. 2 possible cases. Kasi meron tayong positive point charge and negative point charge. So, for a positive point charge, point the thumb of your right hand in the direction of the velocity. So, your fingers should curl around the charge, and that fingers will trace yung direction ng electric field lines. Okay? So, let's see yung side view. Kung ito yung positive charge, tapos ang velocity niya is out of the page, then you point your thumb out of the page, your fingers will now trace a magnetic field line that is counterclockwise. Diba? Tama. Kung into the page naman yung velocity, then your fingers will trace a clockwise magnetic field. Okay. So, yan naman yung paano kunin yung magnetic field from a moving charge. So, what if negative point charge? So, kung negative point charge, again, mag-a-apply yung flip or reverse ng right-hand rule. So, the field lines will be in the opposite direction or use left-hand rule. Okay? So kung negative charge, pero moving out of the page, you can still use right hand rule, right hand screw rule. Initially, your fingers will curl counterclockwise, but since negative, kailangan mong baliktarin para maging clockwise. Okay? And kung into the page naman, yung motion, yung velocity ng negative charge, again, clockwise siya initially, but since negative, kailangan mong baliktarin, magiging counterclockwise. Okay? Okay ba yan? Okay lang? Okay. So, for example, given three charges, Q1, Q2, and Q3, moving relative to a point P, which of the charges has the least magnitude of the magnetic field at point P? Okay, it has the least magnitude. Okay. So let's see. Pwede tayo mag right hand rule. So for example, so Q1, yung Q1, ang velocity niya daw is this way. Okay? Pero yung R hat niya, ganun din. Right? Kasi ang R hat is your source to point. Source to point. Yan, source to point. Okay? So, if we take the cross product, V cross R hat, so V cross R hat, yan, if you take the V cross R hat, since parallel vectors, ano dapat yung lalabas? Dapat 0 yung so dapat 0 yung magnetic field nung Q1. Okay. Now for Q2, ang Q2 naman, ganito yung velocity, ito yung R hat. So if we use cross product or right hand rule, V cross R hat, ano yung resulting magnetic field at point P? That will be bayin ko ng kulay. Red. So Q2, V2 cross R hat. So resulting naman niya is into the page. Right? V cross R hat into the page. Pero non-zero. Okay. Tapos yung Q3, V cross R hat. So V cross R hat, yung resulting cross product or right hand rule into the page then at point P. Okay? So we see, yung V cross R hat nitong dalawa, non-zero, pareha silang into the page, pero ito, 0. So meaning, ang may least magnitude ay si Q1. Okay? So Q1, 0, yung Q2 and Q3, non-zero. Yung magnitude. Okay? Clear? Malinaw yan, malinaw. Okay? Another example, what is the magnetic field at point P due to two charges? So kung dalawa na yung charge, so you guess it, we use superposition. So use Biot-Savart law for each charge to get the net charge. Okay? So yung first charge, actually, ang R hat niya, downwards, kasi source to point. Again, source to point. Okay? So yung R hat niya is this, negative J hat. Pero yung nasa baba, ang R hat naman niya, pag ganito naman. Kasi ito naman yung source. Okay? So, yan yung source. Okay? So, positive J hat. So, we can now plug in those. Parehas naman sila ng V. Ano, yung isa V ay yung isa V prime. Okay? So, we plug in those. V I hat cross negative J hat. Negative V prime I hat cross J hat. And we can apply yung vector calculus natin to get this. Okay? And now we can take the net magnetic field So, combine lang natin yung terms. Okay? So, ito negative. So, mayroon ka negative sa labas. Meaning, yung final direction na magnetic field is negative K hat, which is into the page. Right? Ito yung negative C. Into the page. Okay? So, yan na yung net force. Net magnetic field. Okay? Clear? Clear yan. Okay? Okay. So, skip na natin to. Kaya nyo na yan. So, similar lang yan. So, different scenarios kapag nakita naman na natin to paano sa kunin yung pag hindi sila equal, right? Yan, pag hindi equal yung charges, parang similar lang sa pagkuha ng electric field. Ang difference lang, gagamitin mo ay Biot-Savart law. So, skip ko na to. Sana yun next. Now, pwede nating i-extend yung Biot-Savart law actually for current carrying element. So, bakit natin pwedeng gawin yon? Kasi ang current ay, ano siya? By definition, the flow of charges. So, ang current, meron kang n charges that are moving at a constant speed, Vd, yung drift velocity. Right? So, we can actually find equivalent Biot-Savart law for a current wire, for a wire. So, how do we do that? Let's take a infinitesimal source point with a length dl and then find its contribution to the magnetic field at point P. So meron ka pa ring source to field. Yung source natin is yung wire. Yung field point natin is the point P. So question, what is the magnetic field at point P due to this current element dl? Okay. So yung r hat is still the source to field direction. And yung Biot-Savart law natin for current elements will just be something like this. Okay. So yung for discrete charge, QV cross R. Right? For magnetic current elements, IDL cross R. Okay. So similar lang dun sa pag-formulate natin ng force, di ba? Ang force for discrete charges, QV cross R hat. Mali. QV cross B. Right? Kapag naman current element, IL, IDL or IL cross B. So yung QV, magiging IL lang. Okay? So, hindi naman siya bago. Okay? Hindi naman siya bago. So, dito yung R hat still the unit vector from source to field, mu naught still the permeability, and the magnitude still yung may sign phi, where phi is the angle between the current, mali yan, between the IDL, ito yung IDL natin, ito yung IDL, ito yung IDL, so ito yung angle phi. Okay? So is the angle between the vectors that you are taking the cross product. Okay? And for the direction, right-hand rule pa rin. Okay? Baka mas clear dito yung right-hand screw rule later. Papakita natin. Yung catch lang is meron tayong kailangang assumption dito sa Biot-Savart law na to, which is meron kang steady current. Meaning, yung speed ng all the charges moving with this current yung speed nila, lahat ng charges dyan, is constant. Meaning, same sila ng speed. Yun yung meaning ng steady current. So, kahit ilan pa yung charges, pare-pareha sila ng velocity, Vd. Okay? Kaya din kinukuha natin yung yung right hand rule or yung phi dito kasi nandyan yung VD, right? Because of the definition ng I. Ang definition ng current ay NQ VD A, right? Okay. So let's see. So dito there are only two possible scenarios. So let's see for example, a current moving directed to the right. So kung ang current mo directed to the right, right? Ano ngayon yung magnetic field ng current element at this point P? So ganun pa rin. Ito yung R hat, source to field. Ito yung I. So if we take the right hand rule or the cross product, IDL cross R hat, we will see that the magnetic field here is pointing outwards, right? Kapag naman nandito yung point P sa baba, ito yung R hat, di pala kita. Ito ngayon yung R hat, right? For this point P. So R hat, IDL cross R hat, makita natin DB is downwards. If nandito ka naman sa along this line, so kung nandito ka sa point na to, yung R hat mo is that way, right? So IDL cross R hat, parallel sila, so zero naman yung magnetic field. So dito mas intuitive yung right hand screw rule. We can just use your thumb to point to the current direction, and then you will see that your fingers will curl around and trace the magnetic field lines. Okay, so your fingers should curl around, showing the direction of the field lines. Okay, so there can be two cases. So tingnan natin ngayon yung side view. If the current is out of the page, use right hand screw rule, point your thumb to the direction of the current, so out of the page. And then right hand rule, so your fingers will curl around the magnetic field, which is counterclockwise. Okay. Kapag naman into the page, so yung fingers mo will point to the screen of your laptop, makikita mo na yung magnetic field is clockwise. Okay. So wala nang flip-flip kasi di naman kailangan yun sa current. Okay? Sa charges lang. Okay? Malinaw? Malinaw yung difference? Okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So let's provide some examples. Which of the following is true about the magnetic field produced by the segments A, B, C, and D at points A, B, C, and D? So first off, nakita natin kapag kumukuha ka ng magnetic field along the current line, along the current direction, or the V direction, dapat 0. So alam na natin at point C, 0 yung magnetic field. Okay? Now we use right hand screw rule to find color. To find yung direction ng nasa taas saka nasa baba. So you point your thumb on the current direction, which is to the right. So ano ngayon yung direction ng magnetic field sa taas? If you will see, sa taas, dapat kapag nasa taas ng yung fingers mo nasa taas ng thumb, this will point you out of the page. Tama? So out of the page yan. Kapag naman nasa baba, so pag nag-curl around na yung fingers mo dun sa current element, makikita mo naman dito, into the page naman. Okay? So, alam na natin yung sagot, yung magnetic field will point at the same direction sa points A and B. So, dapat one only yung true. Okay? But there's another way. So, yung isa pang way, we use yung IDL cross R hat. Okay? So, if we use yung IDL cross R hat, paano ngayon to? IDL cross R hat, let's see. So, ito ngayon yung R hat, source to point. Ang I mo is to the right. So, we use right hand rule, I cross R hat. Then you will see that your thumb will point still out of the pin. Okay? At point B, ganun din. So, yung panibagong R hat natin will be this one. So, if you use yung right hand rule, IDL cross R hat, out of the page din siya. Right? Sa baba naman, or yung sa C, 0 siya kasi parallel. Yung sa baba, ang R hat mo naman is to the southwest direction. If you use yung IDL cross R hat, then out of the page din yung makukuha natin magnetic field. Okay? So, in this scenario, or in these cases, kapag may current wire, pwede mo gamitin yung IDL cross R hat na right hand rule or yung right hand screw rule sa I, sa current. Okay? To get the same answer. Okay? So, yan. Medyo maraming right hand rule, but masasanay din kayo. Okay? Masasanay din tayo. Okay, so another example. An infinitesimal element DL is located at the origin, with current flowing along the direction of the DL. What is the infinitesimal magnetic field dB at point 1, -1, 1 due to this element? So, first, we say that yung source point is yung location no magnetic nung element. So, sabi niya located at the origin. So, ito yung source point. And we are finding the magnetic field at this point. So, ito yung field point. So, using Biot-Savart law, we have this. Alam natin yung vector form ng DL, which is DZK hat. Okay? Yung R hat, we can actually use yung formula na R hat equals yung vector R over R. Okay. Kasi naka-vector form yung DL, pwede nating gawing vector form din yung R hat, which is the unit vector nung source to field vector, nung source to field direction. Okay? So yung source to field, so yung R mo, ito yan, right? So ito yan. So yung R na yan will be source to field. So that should be yung field vector minus yung source vector para maging source to field. So field vector, siya yung 1, -1, 1. And then minus yung source mo, which is yung 0, 0, 0. Okay? And then subtract element-wise. So 1 minus 0, you will get this. -1 minus 0, you get this. And then 1 minus 0, you get this. Ito na yung resulting R vector. Okay? And to get yung unit vector, we divide that by the magnitude. So we divide that vector by the magnitude. Yung magnitude will be square root ng 1. Kasi ang resulting nito, so pag sinubtract mo to, yung resulting niya will be still 1 minus 1, 1. Okay. Yan. So yung magnitude will be square root ng 1 squared plus negative 1 squared plus 1 squared. So that's how you get this. Okay. So these are just vector calculus. So dapat sana turo to ng math sa inyo, yung vector calculus. Okay? So that's now your r hat. So alam na natin yung r hat. Okay, so ito na yung r hat. Okay? And then we plug in dito sa Biot-Savart. So alam natin yung dB, alam natin yung dl, alam natin yung r hat, alam din natin yung r. So yung r is just this. So kung r squared, tanggalin mo lang yung square root and then you get the r. Okay. So dB will now be mu naught over 4 pi. Plug in natin yung dl and yung r hat, direction. Tapos meron ka pang over r squared and we get this. Okay. So here in this problem, ang kailangan yung alam na skill ay how to figure out ano yung r vector. Ano yung r vector, which is field minus source. That is the source to field, field minus source. Alam nyo dapat kumuha ng unit vector, which is r over the magnitude. Okay? And wag nyo kakalimutan na meron ka pang r squared sa baba. Okay? So meron ka pang r squared. So normally, or usually, mga students from the past, nakakalimutan nila, ay may r squared pa pala. Akala nila, nandun na yun sa r hat. Iba pa yun. Iba pa yung nilagay mong r dun sa r hat. Okay? Yung r na nilagay mo sa r hat, formula talaga yun ng r. Pagkuha na yun. Okay? Okay ba? Okay lang. Questions? Questions? Okay. So, let's continue. So, what if meron tayong dalawang current wire on opposite direction? Hindi pala opposite. Perpendicular direction. What is the magnetic field at point AA due to the identical current elements known of infinitesimal length delta L as shown in the figure? So in this case, we use up again yung Biot-Savart law for current elements. So net B, so dalawa siya. So kaya siya current element again kasi ito lang yung inisip natin. Okay? Yung element lang na yan, DL. Current element DL. So this will have a direction I hat, this will have a direction J hat. Then plugging in, we get 0 actually. Okay? Kasi same magnitude, opposite direction. Okay? So you can actually use right-hand rule lang kasi alam mo naman na same magnitude. So if you use I cross R hat, may kita mo na into the page, yung eto. Eto naman, meron kang I cross R hat. So I cross R hat, may kita mo na out of the page naman yung resulting vector. So magka-cancel out talaga yung direction nila. Okay? So tapos na tayo sa current elements. So what if gusto natin makuha yung buo? Right? What if gusto natin makuha yung total magnetic field due to this wire, current carrying wire? Okay? So with that, you guess it, we have to integrate. Okay? Mag-integrate na tayo. So in the next slides, we will see some applications of how to integrate a cross product, which is in straight wire, circular hoop, bent, and bent wire. Okay? So marami yan. So let's start with a straight wire. So what is the magnetic field P at point P? Okay? So for this, the contribution of the current element DL to the magnetic field is given by Biot-Savart law. Okay? And we integrate to get the total B. Tama? So ano ba yung R hat and R squared dito? So actually yung R hat will point from the source to the field. So ito yan, source to the field. So that yung phi, yung angle is the angle between DL and cross R hat. So ito yung phi na yan. Okay? So yung magnitude is DL sine phi over R squared. Ano yung R? We can use Pythagorean theorem. Right? So ito yung X, ito yung Y. So R is just square root of X squared plus Y squared. Sine phi, para makuha naman yung sine na to, so we use geometry identity or trig identity to get that sine phi is just sine ng pi minus phi. Okay? So pwede mong i-verify yung identity na yan. So dapat yung sine ng angle nito equal lang sa sine. Isip ko pa rin dapat cosine to eh. Cosine ng angle na to. Anyway, maybe mali ako. And then once you have that angle, yung pi minus phi, alam mo na siya ay opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? So opposite nito is x, ang hypotenuse is r. So kaya meron kang x over r. And then plug in, and then ibalik natin dun sa Biot-Savart law. Okay? So wag kakalimutan, may r squared ka pa rin sa baba. So that is your x squared plus y squared. Now, DL is along the y direction. So we can actually equate DL to dy. We can say that DL equals dy. And then ibalik natin sa dB and we get this. So ano tong dB na to? Ito yung magnitude and we integrate over the proper limits. Okay? So nakita na natin actually itong integration na to from your electricity part. So hindi ko na ipapakita. And this is the result of the magnitude of the magnetic field due to a finite wire. So yan na yung due to a finite wire. Okay? So what if very, very long naman yung wire? So kung very, very long or infinite yung wire, so meaning, kung infinite to, hindi magmamatter yung distance x. Kasi, kahit saan ko pa ano yung x, kahit ano pa yung value ng x, yung a mo, yung length ng wire, should be much, much greater than x. Right? Kahit gaano ka pa lumapit or lumayo, kahit nandito yung point P, ganito, hindi masyadong makikita, hindi mo makikita yung buong infinite wire. Okay? So in that case, we can manipulate yung equation kanina and then apply yung x greater than a. So when that happens, this term approaches 0, right? Kasi mas malaki yung a sa x. So may iwan lang is this, where r is the distance ng field point from the source. Ito na lang yung r. Kung very infinite to. So infinite. Okay? So that is your magnetic field due to a very long straight wire. Okay? So, constant yung magnitude ng magnetic field due to a very long straight wire. So, along the axis of the current element, kung may current ka directed into the plane of the page, then that is your dB. Okay? So, ito yung very long straight wire. Magnetic field will still, tawag dito, curl around the current. Okay? So, meron ka pa ring right hand screw rule. So, for example, o yung two cases, kapag current is out of the page, right, ng very long wire, you still use yung right hand screw rule. So, meron kang counterclockwise. Kung into the page, edi clockwise naman. Okay. Okay, so for example, we have 3 wires. Long, straight, conducting wires. So, hanapin nyo yung long, straight, conducting wires. Yan. Okay. What is the magnitude and direction at point P? So, we can actually just use right-hand screw rule for the direction. Okay. So, we draw the circle. So, for example, dun sa current one, ito yung circle. So, you can use your thumb to point out of the page. Point out of the page. Ito. And then your fingers will curl around the direction of the field line. So, makita mo na yung magnetic field will be pointing upward. Okay, pointing upward at point P. Si wire 2 naman, upward din. Pero si wire 3, paano naman? So, if you point your thumb into the page, your fingers will still point upwards at point P. Right? Pwede kayo mag-practice ng right-hand rule dyan. Or right-hand screw rule. Okay? So, alam natin na mag-add up yung magnetic field. Kasi pare-parehas naman sila ng direction. Okay? So, all vectors are directed upward. So, yung net magnetic field at point P, mag-add up lang. So, gamitin natin yung magnitude. Right? So, for the first current, yung distance niya from point P is 2R. Yung second current, ang distance ay R. Yung third current, ang distance ay R din. Okay? So, B2 is RJ hat, B3 is that, and alam natin mag-add up, so the net magnetic field is just this. Pointing upward. Okay? So, makikita natin, ito rin yung reason kung bakit yung mga wires natin, yung mga cable and cords, may insulator sa labas, may covering. Right? Kasi kung walang covering yan, since may wire, may current na dadaan sa wire, merong magnetic field. Right? So kung maglapit ka ng magnet, kung meron kang any external source of magnetic field, ilapit mo dun sa wire na may current, pwedeng maka-affect dun sa current na nandun sa wire. Okay? So pwedeng hindi dumalo yung current ng tama, pwedeng kulang, etc. Okay? So to eliminate yung effect ng external magnetic field, external source, naglalagay tayo ng insulator around our wires. Okay? And very important, if nakita nyo na yung Ethernet cable, yung sa pang-internet na wire, makita nyo doon merong 8 wires. Very important na yung 8 wires, dapat yung current direction is pare-parehas. Okay, so yung nasa left, example, is lahat sila, tawag dito, out of the page, yung nasa right, lahat into the page. Right? Para mag-add up, as we can see here, para mag-add up yung magnetic field lines. Kasi kung alternate silang ganyan, meron kang out of the page, into the page, out of the page, into the page, magka-cancel out yung mga magnetic field using your right-hand screw rule. Right? So, kailangan dun sa Ethernet cable, ganito siya. And you will see, ito yung lines for the receiver. Ito naman yung for the transfer of information. Ito yung RX. Ito yung TX. So, kapag nag-upload ka, TX, so nagta-transfer. Kapag nagda-download, RX, you receive data. Diba? So, kung mabagal yung pag-upload mo or pag-download, most likely may nabaliktad, pwedeng may nabaliktad na wires doon sa loob ng Ethernet cable. So, kung marunong kayo mag-ayos, okay lang. You can do that. Pagpalit-palitin nyo lang. Okay? Questions? Questions so far? Okay? So now, let's see ano mangyayari if we have two very long wires that are parallel with each other. Okay? So what is the net magnetic field at point P? So, ganun pa rin. I-add natin yung contribution ng each of the wires. Since parehas sila ng current, parehas ng rate R, yung distance from the source, then parehas lang sila ng magnitude. But by right-hand rule, if we use right-hand rule, ito ay I, ito yung R hat, source to field. So, IDL cross R hat, ano yan? Out of the page. So, out of the page. Ito naman, ito yung R hat niya, IDL cross R hat, out of the page din. So, actually, mag-add up yung magnetic fields nung dalawang current wire. Okay? So, they are both out of the page, and so mag-add up to get a net force na mu naught I over pi A out of the page. Okay? Okay, so konti na lang. Okay, so konti na lang. May repercussion kasi ito, ang dalawang parallel infinite wires. Okay? So may repercussion ito, which is in the form of parang dipole, essentially. Okay? Let's see. Okay. So recall, kapag may 2-point particles ka, the charges exert magnetic force against each other. Right? Basta moving sila pareho, pareha sila makakaramdam ng magnetic field. Ay, magnetic force. Actually, ganun din yung case for the current carrying wires. Okay? So, let's see. For example, yung current sa baba, meron siyang ina-exert na magnetic field by right-hand screw rule. So, you will see na at this point, kung ito yung field point natin, ito yung source, ito yung source. Okay? So, at this point, out of the page yung magnetic field. So, okay? So, the lower conductor produces a magnetic field in this portion, yung nasa taas. Okay? Yung magnitude is mu naught I over 2 pi R. Okay? Tapos, the magnetic force experienced by the segment should be given by IL cross B, and the magnitude is this. Okay? So, dito, yung source na magnetic field ay ito. So, ito yung source na magnetic field. So, sa kanya galing yung I. Okay? Now, this conductor will experience a magnetic force. Yung magnetic force naman sa kanya, manggagaling naman sa kanya mismo. Okay, yung I prime. So, yan yung interaction ng I dun sa I prime. Okay? So, magkaiba yung I na yon. Okay? Magkaiba yung I. But regardless, yung direction, if we use yung IL cross B, magiging downwards. Okay? So, here we use two right-hand rule. So, mag-right-hand rule tayo para makuha yung direction ng magnetic field at this point. So, that is out of the page. Okay? So, dito, out of the page. And then, we use another right-hand rule for this, IL cross B. We will see that the force will be downwards. So, yan yun. Downwards. So, meron siya magnetic force na mararamdaman downwards. Similarly, the upper conductor, if siya naman yung source ng magnetic field, will produce a magnetic field experienced on by the lower conductor. Same yung magnitude, but this time, the direction is into the page, right? Into the page. So, if we use now yung IL cross B sa baba, so I is directed up, right? Cross B, yung force na mararamdaman natin will be upwards. Combining these two, so in conclusion, yung upper conductor will experience a force downwards, while yung lower conductor will experience a force upwards. So meaning, two long parallel wires attract if the currents are in the same direction. Okay? So we can actually extend this. So is Newton's third law obeyed? Of course, kasi same naman yung magnitude ng forces. Right? Same yung magnitude ng forces. Different yung, opposite yung direction. Okay? Now, if we extend it to wires that are anti-parallel, so opposite naman yung direction, may kita naman natin yung direction ng forces will be repulsive. Okay? So, again, Newton's third law still obeyed. So, in summary, similar wires, basta very long, so hanapin yung very long. Kapag same current direction, attractive. Kapag opposite current direction, repulsive. Okay? So, medyo baliktad siya sa charges kasi sa charges, opposite attract, same charges repel. Ito naman, same current direction, attract, opposite current direction, repel. Okay? So, yun lang yung naiba. And we can actually measure yung force per unit length. So, normally, hindi yung force yung nakuha natin sa lab, but yung force per unit length. Okay? So, mas yun yung kaya nating i-measure sa ma-observe. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin, yung L, ibababa lang natin. So, mu naught I prime I over 2 pi r. And applicable for any two long parallel wires. Okay? So, last example. Example na lang. Three long conductors, X, Y, and Z are arranged with currents given a given direction. What is the magnitude and direction of the force per unit length that Z experiences due to the other two conductors? Okay. So let's see. So due to X, kung ito yung X wire, ito yung Z wire, same current direction. So we expect that meron tayong attractive force. Okay? So kung ako si Z, ano yung mararamdaman kong force from X? That should be upwards. Okay? Kung ako si Z, dahil nakikita ko si X, ma-attract ako sa kanya. Okay? So yung force per unit length is that has the magnitude. Direction is upward. Okay? Due to Y, kung ako si Z, uy, nakikita ko si Y. Ano nakikita ko kay Y? Opposite direction. So, dapat ang force na mararamdaman ko ay pababa. Repulsive naman. Okay? So, that is your force per unit length. Direction is downward. Okay? Tapos, huwag kakalimutan yung R dito is the distance between the two wires. So, 2D yung una, D lang yung kay Y. Okay? So, net force, we just add them up. So, let's say upward is positive J hat, downward is negative J hat, then we have this net force per unit length directed downwards. Okay? Malinaw? Clear yan? Clear? So, ayan. So, in summary today, we see yung Biot-Savart law and yung applications niya. Okay? So, Biot-Savart law is yung QV cross R. Ay, mali. Sige, pwede rin naman. So, QV cross R, right? So, QV cross R hat over R squared. Tapos, meron kang mu naught over 4 pi. Okay? Kung wires, magkakaroon ka lang dito ng IL or IDL. Tapos, kung buong wire, integrate to get the magnetic field. Okay? And then, for very long straight wire, basta makakita kayo ng very long straight wire, yung magnetic field due to that, pwede nyo nang gamitin ito, mu naught I over 2 pi R. Okay? And then, use this to find the force per unit length. So, force per unit length, which is I prime, or actually, I1, I2, I1, I2 over, ano ulit yun? Mu naught pi R. Tama ba? Wala na, wala. Mu naught pi R. Okay? Mu naught 2 pi R pala. Mu naught over 2 pi R. Okay? So, yun yung ano natin today. Okay? Any questions? So, kung wala, ayun, so okay. So, i-upload